Hello, how are we doing today? Oh, like I had this solution open. I was thinking about moving some files around over the weekend and or yesterday and opted not to. Let's close you out. I know about those errors. One of the quote unquote benefits of running an EAP release, there are certain plugins that don't work. So every time I boot up, I get those two errors. Hopefully we're doing great today. Let's see what we're doing. I think we were working on the API and we updated all of the data elements or data layers to add synchronous and async properties. Yeah, get. Cool. Now, the last thing I think we need to do, if I remember correctly, is inside the repositories, you need to implement the save method. That's what kind of got us started on this synchronous and asynchronous path. So let's go into EventMeetups data.sql into the repositories. That's what actually does the work of saving and not. So let's start off with the conference repository. Oh, here we go. I copy and pasted the previous one just to show some of the differences. Actually, I can kind of just literally copy paste and change the names, which I think I'll do. So that keeps on working so well for me. Control, control, nope. Oh yeah, was it? Okay. I had the wrong sequence. So here I return back the actual contact record. Whereas originally I wanted the int back. You can go and change that signature. Let's go and do that. Let's undo this because that's going to complain. Interfaces. I think I can just do it once here. And then it will take care of it. So I can click on the hammer and do refactor in here somewhere. No. Stop. There's a change signature, which I think is Control RO. Nope, that's move. Control RR. That's rename. Control RM. Nope. A lot of control keys. Come on, there's a way to do it, Joe. Think. There is refactor change signature. That's what I want. So we want this to return a models.meetup. And this should go and change it in all the spots. Refactor, Control R S. Models.meetup. That should change it. The two places that do it, changed it here. Let's make sure it changed it there. This one, Control RS. This is going to be models.meetup. Control S. Models.meetup. This one. models dot conference. Ooh, guess I can do it right here. I wonder if that changed it everywhere. Nope, that one didn't change it everywhere. Ah, here it goes. Tab off. There it goes. Now it should. Sweet. So let's go take a look at here. Conference manager is wrong. That's okay. Oh, screen just went blank. We'll come back and fix the conference manager once we get the save working. So let's go to meetup repository. Save meetup. What did I do in the conference first? Apparently I did in the save in the conference first. So let's get rid of you. OKU. In case you haven't noticed, you can see the shortcuts I'm using right here. They vary a little bit from what's on there because I have a different keyboard layout. Fortunately or unfortunately, so this should be conference. This should be conference. Should be conference. Let's just change this so that part's not complaining. And what do we call the DB layer? What are we inheriting? Where are you? Explore event meetups context. Underscore event meetups context. Underscore event meetup context. And then this should be conference. Should be conference. Okay. Got a lot there. We do. Should be. I think we could just do conference here. Let's rename you to DB conference. Going to meetup ID, I think it is. Main event ID. Should be, or this should be conference dot meetup event ID. This is just conference. Meetup ID. Turn conference. Now, this is all the same with the exception of one word. So let's just copy paste you. This is going to be a task of conference. The name is going to be save conference async. And then this would be a wait. Save changes async. Just say sync. This is complaining because it doesn't like the syntax. I can do this, which I don't like, so I keep that one the way it is. Sorry, I forgot to mute my cell phone. You mute it. Oh, good. Stuff for at work. Too late. I'm busy. Okay, so our save works here now. Let's change you. This should be a conference, and this should be task of conference. Why didn't that one change? It's weird. Only one of them didn't change. Oh, did I not change iConference Manager? Huh. No, I didn't. Or conference. Conference. Now we should be good, except for the API. It's one great thing I love about Rider is the fact that it tells me right here and here that something is wrong. I know it's wrong. These controllers I built are expecting the IDs here. So this really should be a conference. This really should be a conference. Meetup here. And this should be a meetup here. I should be able to build it. We should be good. Yep, build successful. So now our API works. Our API should be working. We haven't really validated that it works. Let's see, did we have an integration test for saving? I know we had one for getting. I don't really want to just save records and update them. Although we could check to see if there is a test record that we can just keep updating, but for now. So I think the gets and the puts are done with the API. Let's take a look. And these look good. I just removed all the unused usings, and we'll do this too. Do a redundant call to remove in folder. Okay, so now I should be able to call it, assuming my configuration is correct, which I believe we already checked that. Startup should be good. All this is good. So let's give it a whirl. I'm going to do that by going to start it and then go to the browser. I don't have any API authentication or anything. I want to get the API working first, and then we'll add the authentication and user stuff. It'll just be easier that way, in my opinion. Okie dokie. So let's go and get this started. Let's start it in debug. Now we could create a Scratch file for all of the calls, which I thought we had here. Yeah, I do have one. Where is it? I can see it. But these two are. And once if I don't have them included in the project anymore. It's like I said, I did some rearranging and things might have moved. So it's running. I can go and check. The console window popped open. Ooh, there it goes. Conferences loaded everything. That's cool. Let's try meetups. Yep. Meetups worked. Cool. So our API is working, and cleaner uses dependency injection, everything else. What else do we need to do now? I think these are only the basic API controllers, yet all that other stuff. I don't know if we're going to need anything else for the user interface, but I guess we can start out with the user interface and add that to it. What else are we going to need? Let's just take a look at the controllers and see what we have. So the conference controller, we have a get all, apparently was the default. Get by ID, search, and a create and update. Okay. I don't think we're going to need much more than that. Let's see what we got in the meetups. Probably the same exact thing. Oh, here I got for conference and cool. Guess I did some of this work ahead of time. So let's go take a look at what do we had here. Local host. Let's do conferences quickly, and I'll get the first one, number 1. Do meetups or conference / Sweet. So this should be all the different meetups for that first one. It's hard to tell because it doesn't do any real 3D printing here. You got a lot of secrets in there. I gotta change that. Oh, I think because I'm including the actual conference information in there, that was seeing a lot of it. Okie dokie. Let's see if that's actually different. Let's see if there's a conference 2. Yep, cool. So all that filtering is working. And let's do a conferences / search, and then do domain equals, what is this, MVP summit events. Nothing. Let's make sure I got the name right here. Conference search, domain name is, I think that's what I had. Oh, domain name. Nothing. That's okay. I just probably have the domain wrong. Let's do conferences. Let's get one of them. Oh, at the full domain name. There you go. Cool. So the API is working. Should we start with the user interface now? Questions. It's kind of late for me, but we got one viewer on. It'll start the UI next day. See if there's anything else we can wrap up relatively quickly here. Don't want to do that. We got all that working. We got the injection working. Got the test cases working. The only thing we don't have is logging. Right? I don't think we're using any logging. Nothing in here. Databases. Oh, I forgot to check see if the open API is working. Do Control V. This. I think it's swagger.json. See, I always forget. I don't know why I forget those. I guess I can easily tell by just looking at the folder it's built in. Let's do this. Go in Explorer. Guess you can't do it that way. Where did you? Oh, it might not actually be in there. Yeah, I have to get through it in a different directory. Yeah. Oh, here. C, here. E. That's the content path. Could have been, right? In debug. 5. Does it? Why can't I remember it? Oops, sorry. Everything tells me it's swag. Well, let's just, I want to just look it up. In swagger dot. Huh, interesting. I'm actually actively looking at a blog post from this guy. Oh, maybe it was. Let's see where I put it. Swagger. Maybe there was an extra point. Swagger that Jason. Did I not enable it in the code? Huh, looks like I might not have. I did. It's Swagger UI. That, that. Tell me where it goes. Tell me where it is. Do, 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 do. Let's see if there's. Nope. Swagger V1. I can't remember. Oh, let's just go and look at the other sample I have for contact. Should be able to do contacts React Native client. And I think I got it in. Open with Notepad. Nope, I don't have it in there. Yarn script, right? And that yarn. Or did I just drag the T up? No, I dragged the yarn. Okay. Oh, I think it's in here. No, that's the actual API path. Package JSON, TS config. Let's take a look at the README. Yarn install, did that part. Blah, 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 blah. Yarn web. Ah, killing me. Killing me, Smalls. Thought I had this already. Right, that one's too big. Is a way that it gets built. Definitely not that file. Or do I not have it on this machine? Thought I did. Let's just go check the GitHub repo for it. GitHub.com/JoeG contacts React Native client. Public command prompts up. Yarn install, run the app locally. Let's configure. You should be able to run yarn. Blah. Let's go back to this documentation and see what I missed. I bet you I just have the URL wrong. Let's see. Swagger. Dash UI. I really wish I could just remember this. It's not that hard. Problem is you don't do it, or at least with me, I don't do it that often that I forget. And I have to come back to documentation. I should probably blog this tonight. Open API, use Swagger, config, Swagger / docketing. Do a simple config in .NET Core. Try to do Swagger / wants to know the document. Oh, I know why. I got the document type. That should be it. The doc type is right here for some reason. Because I didn't specify one, it defaults to that. That's the version. Looks like it's good. It's got everything. We'll probably want to add documentation to it, but again, we're just trying to convert this over. So we are good there. Okay, I guess that'll be it for today since it's past 7:30. I know I started late. I had a late dinner and kind of sort of forgot about it. I think I'll do some more tomorrow. I want to try to play around with some new things that came out. Might play around with records a little bit. See how we can use them a little bit cleaner. That's all I got for you today. Feel free to reach out on social media listed below if you have any questions. It was a pleasure.